So today we will talk about Freud's theory of psychosexual development. Now let me tell you one thing, that Freud was a crazy psychologist. Some of his theories are like, if you read his theories you will go like, it will blow your mind, because some of them are very baseless, some of them are very stupid. So Freud gave the theory of psychosexual development, that is when the child is born, since the time of birth till the child becomes old, the child's psychological and child's sexual needs are developed. Okay, so this was what Freud said, and he has divided the stages. So what are the stages we will do now? First is the oral stage. According to Freud, child's birth to approximately 1.5 or 2 years, the child's sexual energy is centered in his mouth. So what they are trying to tell you is that when the child is born, till the time the child is 1 year to 2 years to 2.5 years, the child's sexual activity is centered around the mouth of the child. Okay, because it is through mouth that the child eats food, it's through the mouth that the child drinks milk. So all the sexual activity are centered around the mouth. It tries to derive pleasure through the mouth. This is the oral stage. In this stage, the child derives pleasure through excitement caused by lips and tongue. So here they are saying that this is the oral stage where the child tries to get excited, where the child tries to get pleasure from lips and tongue. Okay. Yeah, you might think I'm stupid doing all this, no? In this stage, the child derives pleasure through excitement caused by lips and tongues. It takes any object that comes into the hand straight into the mouth. Thus, the child tries to derive pleasure by putting objects in the mouth. The child in this stage tries to put edible and inaudible objects in the mouth. So, what they are trying to say is that in this stage, the child tries to put any objects that come into their hand into the mouth. It can be an edible object also. Edible એટલે ખાઈ શકાય એવું, or inedible જે નો ખાઈ શકાય એવું. So whatever the child finds, okay, you might find that child is eating mud, eating sand, eating paper, eating toys. So the child tries to eat anything the child finds. Okay, whatever the child finds, the child puts it in the mouth. Many children, on not finding any object to put in their mouth, suck their thumb. So what happens that sometimes when the child does not find anything, the child starts sucking the thumb. Okay, so that is why you will always find કે newborn babies ને હાથમાં નાના નાના gloves પહેરાવ્યા હોય તાકી એ લોકોની આંગળી એ લોકો ન ચૂસે. Okay, so you will find this in the children. The child attains control over these oral activities of deriving pleasure as he enters the next stage of development, and then all these activities ceases. So what they are trying to say is that when the child enters the next stage, okay, this is the starting stage. When the child enters the next stage, all these activities are left behind. But sometimes what happens, many children do not forget this habit. This habit remains with them. That is why even you will find some children eating pen, eating pencil, or if this habit does not go away from you, or if this habit remains with you, if the parents do not try and make you forget the habit, then it remains with you. That is why you will find some children eating pen, eating chalk, eating pencil. You will find some children eating chewing gum or smoking. So what happens is that if the oral stage is not gone off, or this habit remains with you, if the parents don't tell you to leave this habit, then you will be in this habit, and even when you grow up, you will end up having these habits with you. Okay, so it is very, very important that the parents make sure that the child forgets all these things as the child grows. Okay, so these are all the effects of the oral stage. Next is the anal stage. According to Freud, this stage develops during the age of 2 to 3 years, when the child's sexual activity, which he called it as libido, is centered around the process of excretion. So next is when the child enters 2 to 3 years. Here the sexual activity or your libido એટલે your pleasure, જેનેથી તમને pleasure મળે, જેનેથી તમને ખુશી મળે, that is centered around excretion. What is excretion? The process of removing dirt from your body is called excretion. જે morning માં તમે number 2 કરવા જાઓ, that is called excretion. So here they are trying to say is that the child's pleasure seeking activity or child's sexual activity is centered around the excretion area from where you do number 2. Okay, I'm sorry I'm using this term because otherwise you will not understand. Okay, the child experiences excitement in the organs involved in the process of excretion during this stage. So during this stage the child experiences excitement, the child experiences sexual sort of activity in their excretion area from where they do number 2. Okay, they experience excitement over there. It emerges in these activities time and again. In spite of elders trying to stop these activities of the child, it does not give up these activities. So what happens is that the child has the habit of putting the finger over there or playing with their bum, okay, or they will keep scratching their butt એટલે ઢીંડું, okay, sorry. The child has the habit of scratching their bum and all that. So it is very natural, okay, that the child will do that, and parents try to stop the child from doing it, but the child will not stop, the child will continue doing it. And they are saying, what Freud tried to say over here is that the parents should not be strict while they are stopping the child to do it, because all of us pass through this stage, okay, you, I, everyone have passed through these stages. So it is very natural for the child to pass through that stage. So when you are explaining the child, explain the child in such a way that the child does not feel guilty કે અરે મેં કંઈક ખોટું કર્યું છે. Okay, એના મનથી એને એમ થાય કે okay, I have to leave this now. So don't be too strict, but you have to make sure that the child forgets this habit, otherwise publicly એ એના બમમાં ખોતરશે. Okay, so that is called as the anal stage. Anal is what? Your bum, your butt from where you do number 2, that is called your anal. Okay, your anal hole from where your comes out. Next is the phallic stage. During this stage, the sexual energy of the child is centered around the stimulation of its sex organs. So what they are trying to say is that in the phallic stage, excitement or pleasure seeking activities are around the sex organs. What are the sex organs? For boys it is the penis, which is down there from where they do susu, and for us it is vagina, which is the from where girls do susu. Okay, so that is the pleasure seeking activity. By this time, because of your hormones, because of your release of hormones in your body, your organs which are down there from where you do susu, they are developed. Okay, they are your sexual organs also. Okay, you might have done this in 10th standard. So those are your sexual organs. They start developing by this time, and that is why the pleasure seeking activities is around those areas. Okay, those areas get excited very often. Okay, it is normal. Okay, if it doesn't happen, then it is abnormal. So please understand that it is very normal for excitement to happen. The child's attention is child's attention is centered in excretion activities in this stage. The child's attention is centered on sexual excitement derived from stimulation of sex organs. So by this time, the earlier my anal stage hatu, right, where the child got excited with the excretion, the anal area, but now the child's excitement or child starts paying attention to the organs which are down there, which are your sex organs, and those sex organs keep getting excited. Especially for boys, they do very often get excited. Okay, and that is why the child only pays attention to that organs which are down there below. Okay, the stage in the beginning of the development of sex organs. Many times the child repeatedly touches its sex organs and thus derives pleasure and excitement for the stage. The stage of the development is during 3 to 6 years. The child's 4th and 5th year is included in the stage. At this stage, the child normally does not get the company of children of opposite sex and is not even aware of it, so it tries to derive that kind of pleasure on its own. So what they are trying to tell you over here is that this stage is from 3 to 6 years. So 3, 4, 5, 6 years થી તમારા sex organs childના develop થતા હોય. So the child keeps on touching their organs which are down there. That is, you might see small children playing with their penis. okay, which you all call it nunnu. Okay, so the child keeps on playing with the penis which is down there. Girls, they try to touch their vagina and they try to get pleasure from that. Okay, but what Freud has tried to tell you is that here the boy will not understand that through girls also I can get pleasure. Okay, you know now that boy and a girl can engage into a sexual activity, that is also pleasure. તો અહીંયા એ છોકરાને એ ખબર નહીં હોય કે ઓપોઝિટ જેન્ડરથી મને પ્લેઝર મળી શકે, કે ગર્લ્સ બી મને પ્લેઝર આપી શકે. એ નોલેજ ચાઇલ્ડમાં નથી. ચાઇલ્ડ પ્લેઝ વિથ ઇટ્સ ઓર્ગન્સ ટુ ગેટ પ્લેઝર. Okay, the child does not know over here that the opposite sex, which is the girls, can also give them pleasure. So that is the phallic stage. Next is the latent stage. Okay, this stage develops in the child between 6 to 12 years. Freud identifies this stage as the final stage of sexual energy. In this stage, the child, instead of deriving pleasure from physical activity, tries to derive it from intellectual activity. Here it tries to understand the world intellectually. In this stage, the child tries to mingle with its peer and also tries to understand its rights and duties from them. Thus, in this stage, both intellectual and social development of the child are accelerated. For both these kind of development are essential for child's well-adjustment development. So what happens is, the next is the latent stage, which happens from 6 years to 12 years. Over here, the child is not engaged in pleasure-seeking activity. Here, the child is not engaged in any sexual activity, but during this time, the child's intellectual or mental development happens. The child starts making friends, the child starts having social development. Here, the child tries to respect his friends. Here, the child tries to understand what are his rights, what are his duties, what are his rights towards his friends, what are his duties towards his friends, and here the child tries to make good friends. So here sexual activity is not developed, but your intellectual development and your social development happens. Okay, so that is the latent stage, and by this time all your sexual activities or your sexual development has already happened. According to Freud, the chief characteristics of this stage is the attraction towards the same sex. The child prefers to play with children of same gender rather than those of opposite sex. The boys and girls prefer to remain in different group of their own sex. Freud further explained that if these relationships with the same sex formed in this stage are carried forward in life, they can create problems in individual social adjustment. So what Freud tried to say is that over here, the child tries to remain with the same sex. That is, the boys would like to become friends with only boys, the girls would like to become friends with only girls by this time. So boys and girls ka friend circle you will not find કે mixed group હોય. So you will also see કે જો 12-year-old boy ને પૂછશો ને તારે કોઈ friend છે જે girl છે તો કહેશે ના છી મારે કોઈ friend નથી જે girl છે. Okay, so what they are trying to say is that boys want to be friends with only boys, girls want to be only friends with girls. But it is Freud said that it is very, very important that you make the child understand that it is okay to have friends from opposite sex. That is, it is okay for girls to have friends who are boys, that it's okay for boys to have friends who are girls. Because if you don't do that, later on in life, they will not be able to adjust. So it is the role of the parent to make sure that that their child knows that it's okay to have friends with the opposite sex. Okay. Next is the adult phallic stage. Freud describes this stage as the last stage of sexual development. So this is his last stage of sexual development. This stage normally begins in youth. This stage does not begin at the same time in girls and boys. The boys enter this stage around 13 to 14 years, while the girls enter this stage around 12 to 13 years. So this is the adult phallic stage, is the last stage of sexual development, where they are saying that here boys and girls enter this stage at a different time. પહેલા girls and boys બધા સ્ટેજીસમાં સેમ ટાઈમ પર એન્ટર કરે, પણ અડલ્ટ ફેલિક સ્ટેજમાં girls and boys enter at a different time. Boys enter between 13 to 14 years of age, while girls enter between 12 to 13 years of age. According to Freud, the individual in this stage gets attracted to person of opposite sex and also tries to attract opposite sex. So by this time, what happens is that boys start getting attracted to girls, girls start getting attracted to boys. Boys will make efforts to attract girls towards them, and girls will make efforts to attract boys towards them. It is normal. Again, I am saying it is normal. If it doesn't happen, it is not normal. Okay? They enjoy each other's company, friendship, roaming around together. If the friendship deepens, it can result in marriage. So what they are saying, that they enjoy each other's company a lot. They become friends. Okay, they go around together. They go to cafeterias together. And if this friendship becomes stronger and stronger, it results into something that you called as marriage. Marriage is socially accepted means of gratifying the sexual emotions arising during the adult phallic stage. An individual who during this stage can mingle with a person of opposite sex with great ease and normalcy also has a normal social development. The individual who during this stage cannot accept the person of opposite sex will always experience restlessness, uneasiness in the presence of opposite sex. So what they are trying to say is, it is through marriage that you will be able to satisfy your sexual needs. So by this time you will have your sexual needs. That is, you would want to kiss the opposite sex, or you would get really attracted to opposite sex, or let's say you want to have children with that opposite person. So what they are trying to say is that marriage is a key to from which the society accepts all these things. That once you are married, then you can have a child, or you can engage in sexual or physical activity with opposite sex. So in order to meet your physical needs, in order to meet your sexual needs, in order to satisfy your sexual needs, you get married. Okay, and once you get married, you can have children, and you are allowed to engage into sexual activities. Next thing what they are trying to say is that those people, okay, who easily talk to opposite sex, or who are comfortable with opposite sex, their social development, it happens in a good way, in a positive way. Let's say another person is very uncomfortable with the opposite sex, or does not like the opposite sex, or gets very nervous when the opposite sex is there, then for them to socially develop in the environment around becomes a bit difficult. Okay, so this was the adult phallic stage. So I'll stop here with the Freud's theory. Tomorrow we will finish this chapter by Erikson's theory of stages of life development.